Hey, Spectrum with another video. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to do tutorials on how I mix and master my vocals. So in this video, I'm going to show you the process that I go through. For this tutorial, I'm going to use a song that I just recently released. It's called Paranoia, and it goes something like this.
I know they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Trying to get me 10 feet under, pushing on some daisies. Getting distracted with some big ass and some titties. I ain't falling for your trap, why you acting so shady? See it in your eye, you must be Illuminati. Don't you cross this line, don't you make me catch a body. Better fall.
Alright, now let's hear the vocals without the beat so you can have an idea what it sounds like.
I know they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Trying to get me 10 feet under, pushing on some daisies. Getting distracted with some big.
Alright, what I usually start with once I load up the recording is an EQ, so I can decrease the lower frequencies and boost up the highs just a little bit so it could sound a little bit thinner, a little bit more crispy. And I mess with the mids and change those levels. And then I add on a compressor just to boost up the audio just a little bit. And with FL Studio, their plugins come with a lot of presets. So the preset that I like to use for this is the complete mix preset. Then I add on the chorus, which I use to add more depth, make it sound more wide. I leave it at the default setting, but I bring down the volume to about like 20%, maybe 25%. Then I add on Fruity Convolver, which I use instead of reverb. To me, it just sounds much better. But I lowered the volume to about 15% because I don't want the vocals to be drowning. And then I add a delay. And depending on the tempo of the beat, I set the time to around 4 just so the delay could be on time with the beat. And then to wrap it all up, I add on a maximizer, which is Maximus. It can be used as a compressor, a limiter. You have to add on Maximus as the last effects in the mixer channel because that's the final compression, so it just brings everything in together. What I usually use as presets for this, it's anything under mastering. Depending on what my audio sounds like, I might use a Clear Master or a Master 8 or whatever I need to. And then to tweak it over here to make it sound what I really want it to sound like. So this whole process is not a one size fits all. You need to know what you want your final mix to sound like, and you need to play around with what you have. Now, once all of those things are added, I come right here and level out the audio. With all the compression stuff going on, it's gonna be pretty loud, so I bring down the volume to a desired level, and that's my final step. So let's hear what it sounds like without the effects. So let me single out the audio. All right.
I know they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Trying to get me 10 feet under, pushing on some daisies. Getting distracted with some big ass and some titties. I ain't falling for your trap, why you acting so shady?
Okay, and then now with the effects on, so with the EQ to thin it out to make it sound more crispy, it sounds like this.
I know they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Trying to get me 10 feet under, pushing on some daisies. Getting distracted with some big ass and some titties. I ain't falling for your trap, why you acting so shady? See it in your eye, you must be Illuminati. Don't you cross this line, don't you make me catch a body. Better fall in line, don't you make me hurt somebody. I don't fuck with y'all, cause I don't trust nobody. No way, Jose, best believe I don't.
And that's about it. Now for the songs that I use autotune, the process is still the same, except I record with the autotune on, and with the autotune that I use is pitcher. I don't record with any effects because I like to have my audio as clean as possible. But when it comes to the pitcher, you need to set the key to whatever your song is or whatever you're trying to sing at, because if you don't do that, you're gonna have glitches and it's gonna sound off. So set it up right. You set the pitcher, which is what I use in FL Studio. It's pretty great. And then once I have that, I start singing my ass off, and then until something dope comes out. And then I apply the same effects, you know, mess with the EQ and the compressor and the convolver and the delays and whatnot. And then that's what it ends up sounding like.
In the world full of suckers and haters, I ain't tripping, I got bands on my dollars.
Except for this one, I have the convolver at a higher volume because the piano on here has a reverb on it. So that little bit of reverb on the piano, I boost up the reverb on the vocals just so it could fit in better. So it's this.
In the world full of suckers and haters, I ain't tripping, I got bands on my dollars. Everybody taking sides, the wrong side. Shots.
That's about it. I mean, the process stays the same unless you have different vocals that needs different kind of tweaks, you know, depending on the environment they were recorded in. So that's my process. That's what has worked for me. That's what you guys asked me about. So that's about it. Now, to have good audio, you're gonna need a good mic, and when you're mixing and mastering, you're gonna need good, accurate headphones to let you know what your mix really sounds like. So I'm gonna leave some links in the descriptions to the gears that I use in my little home setup, so you guys can check it out if you want to. And other than that, that's about it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or anything that you would like to add, just leave me a comment and I'm out.